Alright, hello everybody, it is Granite here with another episode of Let's Play Assassin's Creed Unity. I recorded a full episode and then I didn't notice to the end, I guess my Streamlabs was having issues. So I'm just going to do a quick recap of what I did in this hour, because I can't go back and redo it. So if I go into my progress tracker here, I can show that what we did a Paris story here where we needed to get out of my completed ones. We did the League of the Crimson Rose here, where we needed to protect a man named Sir Reginald, who calls himself the Crimson Rose, from who's helping people escape the guillotine. There's something suspicious about him. Locate the Crimson Rose at the Hotel Phoebe, and save him from an ambush. In gratitude, he should admit you to the Crimson League. So we did that last, and that mission was right over here across the bridge. And to show in our database here, we had the Crimson Rose. Where is he at? Here he. No, that's not him. Was it in here? Okay, here he was. The Crimson Rose. The Scarlet Pimpernel and the Crimson Rose are fictional figures that take spirit of various genuine historical characters, aristocrats who attempted to subvert the goals of revolutionary France. It's just as well they're fictional, because could you imagine they were real? You had a nickname like that. Oh, thank goodness, the Scarlet Pimpernel is here. It would be impossible not to think that people were being sarcastic. One of these is William Wickham, born in 1761 in Yorkshire, England. Wickham was a lieutenant colonel in the army of His Majesty King George III. Organized a spy network based in Switzerland and France to coordinate with the French royalists and combat the Great Terror. After Thermidor, he returned to England and died peacefully in 1840. Thermidor was a revolt. It's not just to be confused with Lobster Thermidor. Just in case you were thought that he had, after a lovely Thermidor, Wickham returned to England and died peacefully of sea poisoning. So yeah, he was over here. We went to the hotel, which was right here, and we fought a bunch of guys, and then that was it. We went over into this district, and there was just a one of these blue assassin missions, a companion mission, where we just had to assassinate a guy. We did that. We looked around for a few more chests, and we found one that we hadn't gotten here. And then we found another one, I want to say, like right over here. And then we found our last one we hadn't gotten in this building. And so the three chests that are still on here were chests that are underground that we can't get. And then we did the investigation mission, which was the Red Ghost of Tuileries. That's the one that we did. And so we had to go through. We had a guy that was, committed suicide. And a thing. He was haunted by a red ghost. We had investigated the people around there, picked up some stuff. Went to a gambling ring. He was having an affair with a woman. Went to their house, checked out his location, and then he had an apothecary that we went and investigated. Pretty much it came down to his counselor had egged him on and convinced him to kill himself so he could get his job. So that's what we found. It was Counselor Legal, who was the bad guy, and then we had a Paris story here about the Red Ghost. So, according to the legend, when Catherine de' Medici set out to build Tuileries Palace at the end of the 16th century, she expelled the German butcher, Leoncoeur, from the site. I bet you didn't expect to read the phrase expelled the German butcher just then. I know I certainly didn't. Upon his death, Leoncoeur swore that he would return to get his revenge. I think this is the weirdest story ever. An expelled German butcher with a French name gets so annoying he swears revenge. Okay, and then what? Legend has it that the Petit Homage Rouge, or Red Ghost, haunted the palace throughout its construction. Is this a dream? An angry German butcher state so annoyed that he once he'd been expelled from a site that he died and then haunted the palace. What? Astrologer Cosimo Ruggieri even informed Catherine that the construction of the palace would lead to her ruin, which it eventually did on January 5th, 1589. For all that, rumors concerning the Red Ghost continued through the centuries. In 1789, Marie Antoinette asked a magician to protect her against the apparition. Marie Antoinette asked a magician to protect her against the ghost of an angry German butcher. Napoleon, who later resided at Tuileries Palace, apparently met the ghost, who told him, "You shall be happy until your 45th year. My task is to protect you. Thereafter, I shall abandon you." What is happening? Am I high? So the ghost was concocted by the counselor, who was a descendant of the ghost. We also then went underneath to get the next Nostradamus puzzle, and it was just a set of planets, and the buttons, like, you just had to line the planets up over the balls. We hit like 6 buttons and it was done, and got a chest there. And then we also bought our bracers for the Phantom setup. So that is what we did in the last episode. It took us 53 minutes, just because it took us a while to get all the clues and read all the entries for the Red Ghost Tuileries mission. And I'm sorry that it all didn't record, because I wanted it to, but it didn't. But it is what it is. And so we will continue on next episode with more collectibles. And I will try to figure out what's going wrong with my streaming stuff. Until then, we will see you next time.